Kim Matera do the invitation.
Our dear Father, we're gathered together today to give thee thanks for the gratitude and the blessings we have upon our lives, especially the service that we provide to our community. May we always keep thee in our hearts and our minds, and may we always keep in our hearts those of our members that are not with us anymore. May we grant the blessings of thy kingdom upon them, and may we continue our support for our community. So we thank you for this meal and all. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Marilyn. My country is a peace, free land of liberty, of the I sing. Land where my fathers lie, land of my pilgrims high, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Hey, they won yesterday. Bob, do we have any guests back there?
President Lloyd told the wives that yes, the Bowens brought with them Miss Deb. And that's all we have.
All right. Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Woo, yay! I'm putting in President Lloyd, with the Lions, and the guest. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
$5 to say I'm happy to be back from my vacation and illness. And I want to personally thank Sharon for taking care of my cats for a couple days. And Anne, who took care of them the rest of the time I was gone and spoiled them rotten. They meowed and meowed and meowed because I didn't do things the way she did. So if you ever need someone to really go above and beyond the call of duty, Anne is your gal. Pat, do you want to say something? Oh, okay. No, she got the one mean kitty to eat out of her hand. And what does she do to me? She bites me. No, that... Way to go, buddy. Dwayne's back.
President Lloyd, call the Lions and guests. We've got a happy $4 here. And don't you know the new? Yeah, I'll have to go get some more at home.
That's okay.
You go to the bank and you just ask for them and they give them to you. I know, it's so for $2. Anyway, $1 is for happy to be back. And I'm also happy to see Gretchen Hill here. Yay! And Mike Bowen and his wife. Haven't seen them for a while. And I'm happy that there's a doctor in the house. Doc Little. Who? Doc Little. Have you ever met Doc Little?
No, I haven't.
He's like the oldest performing surgeon. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. He's not one of those kind of doctors. No.
And I want to say, here is absolute proof, President Lloyd, that prayer works. Lion Jim.
Yeah, I've got a Bible. They're almost all happy. I'm happy because I'm here. There are options to that. I'm also happy that John and Terry Woodruff have helped me out over the years, and many other Lions had the best cake I ever had in my life last week, thanks to these folks. Anyway, I'm just really happy. The only thing that makes me sad is I am sitting here looking at the two Johns. Last time I saw two Johns together, it was on Burnside.
I'm glad you kept it clean.
Okay, wait a minute. Reineke makes a hooker joke, you laugh. I make a hooker joke and you talk about me. I don't understand you people. Oh, can you direct me to the nearest Rotary meeting? What is there?
The alley, bud.
Line Lloyd. Yes, yeah, I've got a happy dollar. My two sons came down yesterday, Ross and Scott, and took me out to a golf course and told me how far that ball really can fly.
Thank you. Aww. It's my buddy.
President Lloyd, fellow lines of guests, just want to say that we went to Tom Fulton's funeral Saturday, really nice event. Unfortunately, I missed the Elks Club drinking festival afterwards, which I'm sure was quite a bit more robust than the funeral.
There was a drinking thing at the Elks? Wasn't it here?
No, he was here. It was. I didn't go, so I don't know. I'm 84 years old. Give me a break.
Details. Geez, were we married before? What's going on?
They're rowdy out there today, I think.
Client Steve, what's going on, BDG?
President Lloyd, lines of guests, 4 happy dollars, no, 3 happy and 1 sad.
We don't care.
Doesn't matter. We had a great conference. I would personally like to thank Ann and Rick and Allison Boyer, who's not here, but she announced at the conference that her and her husband Josh were expecting twins.
Oh, wow.
So, we're through naming the baby for you. Now we're on to naming the baby for the 2. So, I put out Chip and Dale as the first suggestion, and somebody chipped in with a Dumb and Dumber. And then what was your suggestion, Rick? A Pete and Repeat. Okay, well, we'll have to pass this along to her. Secondly, I'm out of options. Oh, the sad dollar was Dan Twist and Ryan Littlefield. Didn't have the greatest of teams to work with this year, and as Ryan puts it, it was a season of almost. Anyway, I have another dollar, so I'm going to give it to you. Okay, go ahead.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I just wanted a rebuttal dollar for Allison. I've got to read it here. I mentioned I understand that you are expecting 2 little ones. I was not present when you told Greg Firth. He passed the excitement along. She said, thank you, I appreciate that. Yes, well, it wasn't really my plan to make a big announcement, but Randy, her husband, ended up chatting with Greg in the bathroom, and he told him about it, so here we are, ha ha ha. Thanks for all the support, as always, and a happy Mother's Day. So anyway, I just wanted you to know how this gossip got started, but it is true, 2 babies are on the way.
Seriously, dude. You see Greg Firth going into a public restroom, you run. You head to the parking lot, you go find trees, you do anything you gotta do, man. Because the guy will start chatting with you, and it never stops. I'm serious, dude. I'm trying to get something done here. Lion,
Life lines of gas, couple bucks here. That 84-year-old guy over there is Foster Brooks, by the way. First one is, had a good time at the conference down in Vancouver. Saw lots and lots of old friends I hadn't seen for a long time. And the other one is I'm glad that see Mike and Anita, the better half, here today, and Jim and Tom. Good to see all you guys.
Right on. See the whole pastor here, but, okay, we'll go to Steve Johnson. What's up, buddy? Are you standing for us?
President Lloyd, Alliance and yes, I've got a buck here for Tom Fulton's service. It was just really nice.
Nice, and isn't it odd how the expectations of you have lowered? Hey, you're standing up. Standing ovation. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Remember when you actually used to be able to do stuff?
I know.
President Lloyd, I got my 5 happy bucks, fellow lines and guests. I thought long and hard on Friday afternoon and then again on Saturday. Stood by the ocean and called out Tom's name and drank enough vodka to make sure he could hear me. So the key to it all is that we have enjoyed each other as family and as friends for the hours and the years that we have. And Ron, I gotta tell you, you look pretty good for 84. Right, Nikki? You never look good, but that's a whole other story. But it's so good to see how bad looking you still are. How about you, Mike Parker?
President Lloyd, fellow lines and guests, I hope I can get through this. I want to thank everybody for their concerns, their prayers, their thoughts, their emails, their texts. I also want to thank people for not calling. I don't think I could have talked to you. But I would like to mention a few special people that have been kind of a lifeline for me the last couple of weeks. Greg Firth, Ann, Katie, Ron. Last week he told me he purposely didn't call, and I thank him for that. Pat loved you all, and I know she's looking.
Mr. Past Council Chair, sir.
Thank you, Tail Twisters, Mr. President, all lines and guests. I think my first happy, sad dollars, we do know that Tom and Pat are in a lot better place right now, and that we have a job to do, which is we need to find a new DH. That's a designated hugger. How many know how many times you've been hugged by Pat Parker? Oh, yeah. Yes. You know, and without Tom, and Pat Fulton's on the video right now, it was... Wave to Pat. Wave to Pat, yeah. Okay, we're waving all the way around. Oh, everybody's waving. We love you, Miss Fulton. Get back here. The second happy dollars at the conference, I was lucky enough to get presented with a leadership medal. So that was pretty cool.
Right on. Yeah. Anything on? Oh, good. Flying Mark. You're going to take us over the top. Because I've been counting. You see, what I do, I count. Flying Mark.
President Lloyd, fellow lines and guests, there's my $5. Mostly happy, or I guess pretty much all happy. Number one for the convention, it was a great convention. Steve and Marilyn did a great job for the memorial service. Doug Harvey from our club did the presentation of district governors. All the governors that were still present that could be there were acknowledged from G, because G's not going to exist starting in July. Second happy dollar, got to go down to the beach last Wednesday for a quick trip, finished up the food bank, hustled in the car, Ellen and I drove down, spent the afternoon and evening with my sister and brother-in-law. That was fun down there. Spent Sunday out on the fields in Kelso with grandkids' football games, 4 football games over a 5-hour period. And the good news is my son brought a pop-up awning, but it was gusty winds, so I had to hold one side, and I got the sunny side, so I could stand in the sun for 5 hours. Finally, just something to ponder. Do you suppose perhaps jellyfish are concerned that there are no peanut butter fish?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. It's funny.
I was gonna tell you, Mark, you know your weight loss program is really good, but we all just call it a haircut.
I don't have a dollar spare, but I want to tell a better joke.
Please, I'll give you.
So the joke is, pickup truck, no, it's too heavy.
Well, maybe.
Is it just me, or is there a huge lack of people in the front here? That was not one of mine, no, that's terrible. Line wall, please bring up the level. Please, we're looking to you, which is scary.
King Lion, fellow Lions and guests,
Yeah, take the money.
I need an opinion.
Yes, buy your diamonds.
Yeah.
As I was walking down the hallway this morning, I heard something on the TV where Marie was watching TV in the living room, and I happened to say, well, shut my mouth. And from the living room, I could hear, that'll be the day.
What can we say, Will?
There's a song for you.
She knows you. Yeah.
So is there anybody else who's having just errant things running through their brain? This needs to spill out into the universe. Anybody? No?
You don't want the rest of them.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Well, Lion Lloyd, I guess it's up to you, pal. You're gonna have to give us something to live for, please. Thank
Really?
you, Lions. You're awesome people, and you know it.
Well, we only got a half a crew here today, and Larry is not here. So Marilyn got some words of wisdom to throw onto us today.
All right.
Do I need a step stool here? I could come around.
Remember, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before I start, I was looking through my Facebook. Hold on. I can't see everyone, can I?
That depends on who you're looking for.
There we go. I can see Mark now.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Is my microphone working for us now?
Yeah.
All right. I was looking on my Facebook actually for photos from our spring conference. And instead, first thing that popped up was this awesome photo of Spencer and his wife.
That is Steve's step stool.
Oh, yeah.
Or she uses it, Steve?
All right. Well, you guys, I do have a program because I didn't expect it, but I had a quick one on the conference. But while I was looking for conference photos, I came across Spencer Boudreau posted, apparently, a beautiful Happy Mother's Day to this mom, my favorite mom to my favorite baby. And it is a great photo. Is this from last year or this year?
No, that was from
Saturday night.
And I was wearing my Lions pin too.
Yes, and it was at the chaplaincy fundraising event, which is an awesome event. So if you get on Facebook, you just might find a gorgeous picture of this couple. So, how many of you actually do Facebook? Okay. Have you, what is it? See me after the meeting, I'll help you out. The reason I asked about Facebook is many of the photos have been posted on Facebook about our conference, and they're just really, really fun. So I didn't know I was going to be doing this presentation, so I did tell Lloyd, just in case Larry doesn't show up, I'm sure I can come up with something. So I'm going to just share with you some highlights, and I wouldn't mind any of you chipping in as I go along. I wrote quick notes, and I'm jumping all over the page, so if there's something you'd like to share, I'd be happy for you to do that. My timekeeper, Steve Patterson, can you keep time for me, about 15 minutes worth at the max?
Time's up.
Time's up. First thing I'd like to do is to thank Lion Pat Palmer, our current treasurer, and the man who will do anything for his Lion friends, to thank you for the services that you provided 19G's last district conference. But this work, we had someone preparing the work for them, and then it was sent off to copies today. So this is the one item, was our program, and everything was condensed into one little program. It was excellent. It provided all the information we needed for the entire weekend. I wanted to recognize the attendees that are here. Yes, thank you, Pat, for all of your printing services.
He's a great brother.
You didn't have a choice, but he's a great brother, right? Yes, okay. I'd like to recognize those who took the time to spend the weekend together at the conference. And back in the back is Ann Camarda, and would you please stand as I mention your names? And if you'll stay standing until I get through this. Rick Johnson? Hal Palmer, if you can't, can you do it? Okay. Steve Patterson, Terry Smith, please stand. Greg Firth, Mike Parker, Lloyd and Tammy. Tammy's not here, so Lloyd's going to represent two of them. And Allison Moyer and her husband Randy were there.
That's four.
And that's Marilyn Patterson, that girl. Okay. Now, please pirouette around and show everyone the back of your shirts.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can see those. I mentioned it last week that Ann Camarda. Oh, Mark, I knew I was missing a name. Would you please stand, Mark?
What about Cheryl?
Cheryl was too. I meant to ask who I was missing because I didn't have a full list here. Remember, I knew this a minute ago. There you go, Mark. So while you're standing, I just wanted to thank Ann for coming up with the idea to have convention t-shirts. I think they went over well. And I think, Lloyd, you had something to do with the back, right?
Right.
That's right. So Lloyd and Ann, please give them a hand for their shirts. All right. Thank you. Thank you for standing. Mark, why don't you stand up for again. Now that Mark is recognized that he attended, he also was our MC. And a convention like this cannot go on without a great MC. And we were in a review on Sunday morning with District Governor Debbie and conference chairs, Mark Manzel and Stephanie Odell, along with our incoming District Governor, Lisa Aikita. And we all just sat around, and one of the things that came up discussing what was good, and one of them was the fact that you are wonderful. And they really appreciated the work that you did as an MC. Thank you, Mark. I also missed a couple other members that you don't see. I don't know. But District Governor Doug Harvey and Dolly also were in attendance. They are still our Longview Pioneer Lions and dedicated to service. Steve, did I miss someone? Okay, when I get to the memorial service, can I do that? Remember, my notes are all over like quick, you know, I gotta do this in 2 minutes, so. Okay, District Governor Doug Harvey read a poem and introduced all of the past district governors. Do you remember how many we had there? Was it like 17 or more? 16?
I said 16, but.
I think, okay, 16 past district governors. And over 60 years, our district is 60 years old, so there were 60 actual members, many of them passed. Very thankful that they were all there and attended, and we got a great photo, which I think you can find on Facebook. Maybe we'll get to have that posted somewhere else, too, probably in your newsletters. So Doug and Dolly, they flew into Portland, needed a ride from Vancouver. We needed to deliver kettle corn on Friday down to Vancouver. So Steve and Marilyn, our day started with getting up and getting dressed and heading to Vancouver. Whoops, stop over and get kettle corn, get gas. I got flowers for the district governor. And we hit the road, went to Vancouver, picked up Doug and Dolly, actually got back in time for the service, for Tom Fulton's service. And actually even have a few minutes to have a quick bite to eat. So I don't know how we did all of that. And then we snuck out of the service at the end and headed back to Vancouver. Kettle corn was a big success. We want to thank Bob for making that happen. Bob Piper, thank you so much. We provided kettle corn and all of what you call the VIPs. All the guests, including council chairs, vice council chair, past council chairs, and I'm not sure who else, but they had something like 9 or 10. They had ordered 15. So the overflow of the kettle corn was provided to the host room. And I also attached one bag to our raffle basket, which I thought was really cool to represent that. Let's talk about that memorial service. We honored not only our Pioneer Lions, Tom and Pat, but we also honored several other Lions in our G1 zone. That was kind of overwhelming as to how many people in our actual zone that we had to honor because of their services and the fact that they had passed. I'll read them to you. G1, Barbara M. Catlin, Castle Rock Lions. Jack Orvin, Kalama Lions. William Dunlap, Longview Kelso Early Bird Lions. Bob Gallivan, Longview Kelso Early Bird Lions Club. George Swartz, Longview Pioneer. Shirley Wixom, David Smith. Oh, I forgot about that too, I'm sorry, Dwayne. We also honored David, William Tom Fulton, Patricia Parker. Also in G1, Peninsula Lions, John Larson, Mary Markley. Battleground, that is in our district. G2, Albert Langson. North Clark, Frank Emmerich. Ridgefield Lions, Rod Logue. La Center, Myrna Viles. Aberdeen Lions, Dennis O'Hark. Aberdeen Lions again, Ray Hodge. Hoquiam, Peter Haig. Hoquiam, Gerald McFeely. Boisfort Lions, Wayne Wirt. Winlock, Jeannie Ameniger. White Salmon Lions, Ron Logan. That was a great deal of Lions to honor and appreciate. I don't know if any of you knew those names, but having a few past district governors in this group, you may have met those Lions in earlier years. Now on to the story about the memorial service. One of the things that we do is we make it as reverent as possible and tradition has had it that we shut the doors during the memorial service and we ask someone to man those doors to make sure that people don't come in and out. And it essentially is a lockdown, so if you get stuck outside and the memorial service starts, you don't get to go in until afterwards. So I want to thank, at this point, Rick Johnson, Ann Camarda, and Allison Moyer, and the head of this program was Steve Patterson, and I was involved as well. But the story that Steve wants me to share is Rick was doing his duty. Now, who's the foremost guests, the most important guests of our convention? International director and his partner in service, which was his wife, Susan. Susan had to run upstairs in between the plenary session and before the memorial service. And she was like a half a minute late. She gets back and the doors are shut. And she tries to get in. And Rick said, "I'm sorry, you can't come in." So what, is there more to this story?
Well, she was peeking through the eye hole and resting in the crack in the door going, "There's a pause, can I get in now?" I said explicitly, I said, "You don't want to piss Steve off." She said, "I don't swear, but I don't want to piss him off either." She stood out there with me.
Oh, she was a great lady, and they were a wonderful couple. You couldn't ask for a better international director. They were just so much fun, and I think that everyone exuded love back and forth with everyone that was attending. And so, but yeah, you probably could have let her in, and it would have been all right. But you know what, Rick? You followed Steve's direction, and that's the best part. Let's talk about awards. At the last minute, I found out that we didn't have a lot of competition, and on Fun Night, there was a room that was set aside for clubs that would like to participate in different contests. A variety of contests, of course, are business cards, brochures, pictures. You could do club attire, social media, internet. You could enter all these contests. And so I contacted Katie, and it was just a few days prior, and suggested maybe she could send in the social media website or Facebook page, Longview Pioneer Lions. How's it titled? Pioneer?
I sent them the public and the private, but I don't know the page.
Right, it's the membership site. But she sent that in, and we won, Katie. I would like to call upon my president over here. District 19G 2223 Spring Con Service Superheroes, Club Social Media winner, Longview Pioneer Lions. And I would like you to share this with Katie, but it's going to be able to be put in your scrapbook for your year. So, okay? Katie, why don't you come up here and we'll get a photo of this, maybe someone could take a photo.
Yeah, because it'll be the last time you see it.
You never know what I can do.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll take it. We do have another one too. Is that good? Don't go away, one more. Katie, you stay here.
Katie, yes, ma'am.
She also had posted a picture when we were at Roaring for Reading. Katie was quick to grab the camera and take photos, especially in that first session. And in that first session, she had us all grouped together, and someone took a photo of us, and we were in our yellow jackets or our navy blue jackets or sweatshirts, whatever it was. Everyone in the photo was in a uniform. So when she sent in her social media entry, Stephanie Odell, Camus Lyon, who was the everything for the convention, sent me back an email and said, this is a great photo, I think this is what we want. I said, that's the exact photo I would enter. And so again, our club, 19G, District 19G, the Spring Convention, Service Superheroes Club Attire Photo was entered. And we also won that. So I wanted Katie to receive recognition again because she's the one that put this together. She's responsible for our famous photo.
All right.
So if you would like to take a picture of those, you could and post them, and then we'll give them back to, actually they should go to Isla because they are doing the scrapbook.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, back up here on my little podium. How much time do I have left?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? I lost Steve, he's gone.
They must be to me by next week.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yesterday. During my district, during my district governor year, again, Hal, you were happy to receive that recognition. I believe that was during 2021-22, which was my district governor year, that we were thanking Hal Palmer and Helen Sutphin for the work that they did for LCIF. So that was exciting. My District Excellence Award. It takes time to fill out an application. And you only get this award if your district has grown beyond the number of members that you started with. And that would be the end of June, at June 30th, whatever the membership was, you had to have at least a +1. We finished with a +12 for the district that year, so we were pretty excited about that. And I think we're on track this year as well, so that's exciting for District Governor Debbie. 5 clubs in my district also received Club Excellence. And many times our club does, but we didn't receive it this last year. But I know that there's been several past years. And again, it all has to do with service, building membership, social media, getting out the promotional materials, and then missing something. Leadership is the other one. But the main requirement, you don't get this award unless you meet that +1 or more in your membership. So I was very proud of 5 clubs within the district that did that. Talked about the raffles a little bit. I didn't see who took them or won them, but I wanted to recognize past District Governor Jim Reinecke, who have your pointing. Jim provided me, and I brought it last week, and I showed the pins to you, and I put together a little box with pins and the lions that you gave me. And someone bid on it because there were tickets in there, and it was gone at the end of the night, so that was great. Another thing that Jim provided was memorabilia of his district governor years, and he had banners from several clubs and some of your travels, a watch, and some other things. And so I believe that Steve Staudinger may have kept that.
Yeah, may have.
He was quite interested in that. So everything you gave me was donated out in some way, so we want to thank you for that as well. And the neat thing too is the box of pins made money for the conference with raffle sales. So. Oh, here we go. This is kind of fun. A new idea for recycling. Stephanie Odell, Camas Lions, and their group got together. First of all, a little bit about the Camas Lions.
They started somewhat as a brew club. It's done. Time's up. Good job, good job. They started as a brew club. And so if you pick beer,
Try again.
what happened to it? Did it come on?
I really
I don't
don't need
think
this
so.
exercise.
I know, but it's good for you.
Well, in order, it's not staying.
Really? Well, maybe. I just wanted to say,
Yes, Rick.
Take that, Dick.
yes, sir.
Didn't Cheryl win an award?
Oh, yes, she did.
She did a big one.
Okay, let's go over that. Just be done with this. They're a brew club. They recycle their bags. They order supplies to make beer. And they're taking their bags and making recycling bags, shopping bags, personal shopping. Could be a fundraiser, could be a service project. Cheryl, I want to recognize you because you've done this for 3 years. Okay.
Cheryl, who?
Yeah.
Well, Cheryl, lady of all trades. Come on up here. I'm almost taller. Well,
Not quite.
this is what she's going to look like next year, so just be prepared.
Until I fall over backwards off the bar.
It all started during Doug Harvey's district governor year. Doug needed a newsletter editor. And so he didn't have one yet lined up, so I filled in for about a month, and then I said, maybe Cheryl would do it. She said yes, thankfully, and she's done a stellar job. Her shoes are big to fill, so I don't know who's going to do it for Lisa Aikita next year, but the 3 years of these last 3 years, the district newsletters are magnificent. So please I would give her a standing ovation. I appreciate all your help and your memory and all of the things that went on. Is there anything that anyone else would like to share about our weekend? Howie? Yes?
Yes. President Lloyd, fellow ladies and guests, everybody who was there, we're passing these out to every club. We have more, so if you're going on a visitation, keep a little pile in your pocket so you can distribute them.
Explain what they are to people.
Yeah, that might be
They
good.
are.
Save the date for the Longview Pioneer Lions 100th anniversary, where we will have the president of Lions Clubs International, or as the new name is, Lions International, which is, who knows? It is what it is.
When is that?
What Hal is saying is that Lions Club International and Lions Club International Foundation is going to be recognized with one title. They'll all be combined. And it's going to be called Lions International. Is that how that is? Okay. I have one more quick announcement. Scholarship Day next week. Plan to be here and support our students, our recipients of our scholarships. We met last week and we chose the 2 recipients at Mark Morris and 2 recipients at R.A. Long. And I'm hoping that our Lions Club,
Over here.
not Lions, but Columbia LCC Foundation will be able to provide 2 recipients also. They're working on that this week. So please be here to support that. It's a big deal. We'll set up a couple of tables here for them to sit at and honor our students, parents, and advisors. And that's money that you earned, Lions. So we're looking forward to that. I think I'm done. I'm like, can I get off my stool? Yes.
Get off your sofa.
While she is recognizing people, I think we should also recognize the fact that she did a beautiful job of singing Amazing Grace for the memorial. So,
You could have. Right. Thank you, Lloyd. And thank you for having this program. You didn't know you were going to get it.
Thank you.
All right, Terry, where you at?
Tonight, Lloyd, so like this, just for the awards committee meeting, we're having our yearly, monthly, yearly one. Next, tomorrow. When's the 17th? Tomorrow. At the hospital cafeteria, or noon. So we can eat down there at the hospital right now and meet, and we'll make our decision on that. Hey, you're not getting anything.
Okay, we got kettle corn sign-ups here on the table for people who don't have computers or phones, iPhones or anything like that, so go over here and sign up. We need a lot of help. Right, Bob?
We really need help in the afternoons. We're good at getting the mornings covered, but the afternoons are lacking every week. So please sign up. Love you, girl. Bye. Don't let the door hit you or you know what.
There's no door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, at the tent or here?
Okay, the red ticket.
Okay, we got it right here.
Oh, okay. Steve's got it. 122250.
Who's the lucky winner?
John. John. White cane.
Thank you very much. White cane. Is it white cane?
White cane.
White cane?
It's white cane, and I got it. If I change your mind, I'll put white cane. It'd be yellow rock.
Okay, the blue ticket. 715 39 7 5.
Yes!
This is the first time in about 5 years my number came to be drawn.
Good luck.
Bradley,
Yeah.
Bob, take the joker out.
Dear Jesus, don't make me write him another check.
Took the joker out, right, Bob?
Go out, that one right there.
That one. You can do it.
6 clubs.
6 5.
Oh, sorry.
Jane. Oh. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
One name I forgot was Cindy Sessions. She was the one person that did call me. And she said, I know I wasn't supposed to, but I think I can make you laugh. I don't remember what it was, but she did make me laugh. And also, please, anybody, if you can, the 10th of June, the celebration of life for Pat is going to be at the Moose Lodge from 2 to 6. I want to fill the place. I already know I've got people from Idaho coming. Yeah.
June 6th, right?
10.
10.
10.
I said
10.
6, I meant the 10.
10.
2 to 6. 2 to 6.
2 to 6 on the.
2 to 6, June 10th at Moose Lodge. Got that, Jim? Any other announcements? And Bob's gonna need some help moving tables around. And that's about it.